and she just be also like, she be a little disrespectful, no shade. Like she be like, "Oh, where's your shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." Like, do you feel some type of way when she be talking to you like
I
that?
do.
I don't feel any kind of way because I already know how I am. So I'm just like, girl, I'm gonna just let her have it. Cause I think it's
That
more.
bitch
See,
does.
I be feeling more of a way that she don't be really letting me finish.
Hmm.
So it'd be like, girl, you get to cook me, but girl, I don't get to really cook. That be my only thing. You know
Bitch,
what I'm
not
saying?
you
Like,
put
girl,
the
if we
butter on
on
the
a
No,
date,
spit,
no,
like,
bitch.
I
She know you
love
gonna
that
eat it,
about you.
probably.
I love
Nikki
that
said,
put
fuck that.
this
Put your
extra
shit in the
hard.
air fryer, baby. You
she
know what I'm
never
saying?
lets me really get it off. So I feel like, girl, you don't really be doing your biggest one like you think you do. Cause girl, you don't be letting a bitch really get a chance to respond.
But you know what? I think
You
that's
the bitch.
because all the times that you read her, and that's part of what I was gonna say before. Like why if you were to do what Zach did, it would be different because like someone said earlier, you have a rapport with her, but then also you have read her in certain situations, and I know she knew knew what you were talking about. So I feel like when it comes to a situation where her coming at you like that, it's like. uh, Okay, okay. You
I
could you
personally
you
feel
can you
like she
can you
has
can
like
give me a
a.
run
I
for
feel
my
like she
money,
has
so I'm gonna shut you down
a
before you get the
personality.
chance to.
Right. And then
Yeah.
two, honestly, I still feel like at the end of the day, I don't mind it because she still's gotta remain, like he said, and she still gotta remain big dog on top. I'm very confident on how I give it up. And I know if I want to get it in there, I can slide it in there. But I'm not really offended because here's the thing. What I do know about her, she would never have Jason Lee up there. She doesn't like him. So she
Never.
does, there is a like for me there. Does she feel a way about the things I've said? Yes, but she actually enjoys me. But this, she's giving me like this tough, like love that's we're gonna have to take all this time to break down. And she knows one thing that Nikki knows about me, and I'm glad that she knows it. Now it's very clear here. Listen, I like her, but I don't love her in the sense that Nikki said, I'm in it for my motherfucking self. Period. So when people know that you're here for yourself, bitch, like I'm here for you, but I'm not here for you over me. So she's gonna handle me as a bitch, like, okay, she's not gonna handle me like she would handle one of you guys. That's her, like, or what's the guy, Cesar or whatever, Hernandez, whatever the guy is, like, because he's engulfed in the umbrella, in the family. He's part of her team. I'm not looking to be a part of her team. So she's not gonna handle me with kid gloves like that because, girl, I'm here as my own media, my own brand, independently. Girl, we can collaborate, but I don't want to work for you. Does that make sense? So at the end of the
Yes.
day, she's gonna give me just a little bit because she also knows, girl, if you do some bullshit, I'm gonna say something. If I don't like the record, I'm gonna say something. So she's not gonna bring me all the way in because, and I don't want her to because, girl, I may disagree with you one day.
Yes. And I feel like she wouldn't have brought you up on that platform if she didn't kind of have like a respect for what you feel on your
Yes, but and she also knows. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all.
because Nikki
She
doesn't give out
also does know. She sees things
from
like if I really. She knows that I'm a fan, okay, and she also knows like, girl, we was on Spaces one day just like this, and I was like, I'm gonna fly to Queens, bitch, and I went and booked the flight and flew to Queens 4 hours later to go see her on tour. So if I hated the lady, if I didn't like the lady, I wouldn't have done shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think that that's just the rapport that we have. She likes to fuck with me, but she knows I can also handle it. And she also knows, bitch, I can give that up too. And so, she has to shit on me a little bit because she already know, bitch, she know I can handle it. So I don't really be tripping, but I think the people that want me to be upset, they're haters. They're
okay.
haters and they feel away because they're like, how is this nigga getting this engagement when he perceivably is the flip flopper and he was over there with Cardi B and this? So a part of that, Nicki's like, yeah, nigga, I'm not really gonna fuck with you wholeheartedly because you did say some other shit and you was over there with the other people. And I know, bitch, if the day goes left, girl, you will be back, bitch, on your soapbox saying my next verse is trash. But at the same time, I forgot to tell her that shit, the fucking band out, that shit was crazy. You know what I mean? I do think Wayne's outslid her, but bitch, they both motherfucking slid on that record. But the
But
thing is this, I'm in the middle with her, and I think she respects that and she knows that whenever I give my opinion, it's not even coming from a place of like, I hate her or I dislike her because it's love. Even when we weren't on like the best of terms, she was still sharing my shit because she knew that I was like, okay, no, this motherfucker was, even if he didn't like me, and even if he was over there with Cardi or this or that, this motherfucker would even still say this shit was fire.
Yes. I feel like you're so unbiased and she respect like cause Ebro, she does the same with Ebro, Joe Budden, like you know what I'm saying? They could speak freely about rap without it getting like what Zach did, like without it getting so emotional and you know what I'm saying, one sided. You know what I mean?
And then,
So I
and
feel
then,
like
and it's
that's
like
where the
people, but
respect comes.
people want me to get up there and drag her, so then that could be a headline. You see, you notice
Exactly.
very rarely when we have decent interactions that goes viral. But what these people want is Armand to go off on Nicki. So then so then the headline goes, Armand cursed Nicki out. He's such an idiot. He ruined his opportunities. He talks to people. He doesn't. He ruined. He messes. He self sabotages. That's what they really want to say. But I
Yes.
never
Because
give
Armand,
them
can I
that.
say something?
I was just scrolling. Hold on, real quick. I was just scrolling through Instagram and I seen that it was just like Armand and bad. No, DTV go at it because Armand says that DTV. You know, I guess she was gonna give Nikki her baddie chain, and I guess he was just like, I hope you're, you know what I'm saying, good for when this comes back to haunt you or something like that. But the fact that that's already a headline on its own, I'm like, girl, who the hell is DTV? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that in
That went
itself
left
already,
so quick and so
Girl,
unnecessarily.
Diamond
Like that
about
was
me.
so unnecessary. Like
no,
Bro,
and
man.
everybody made it more than it was. Like it was so unnecessary. Like,
But see
but what I
that
wanted
but
to say,
that goes but
Armand,
that but
about
that goes to
Nikki,
what I was that goes to what I was saying just in general about like I can't do certain things on the internet that other people do because everybody's ready to make a crazy headline because as I explained when I first got on here, that wasn't even about Nikki going to do something to her or her doing something to Nikki. I'm just saying
it
how
was
this goes.
presented.
The screenshots are there, so in true fashion, all these girls want to get into the game and they
Mm-hmm.
love Nikki in the beginning. But
mhm,
once they get the opportunity or they feel like they don't need her as much, or maybe they're not getting that feature, or whatever label gets in their ear and says, we're gonna have you actually do a Cardi B feature or whatever. Then all of a sudden there's some tension that we feel between her and Nikki. All I'm saying is just don't fall out or
Be
don't,
mindful.
because these
Don't take
tweets
the bait.
will resurface on your ass.
sure. And I understood that when you said that. I got it.
But I just want to say something about Nikki that a lot of people don't understand is that Nikki is a. I'm from New York, just like Nikki. I'm from the Bronx. She's from Queens. Us New York women, we talk different. So a lot of people, when they hear Nikki fucking up Armand, she's not really fucking him up. This is how us New York women we talk. You know, we give a little rough talk, those shoot the shit, cut ass. Like that's just how we are. And I saw so many YouTubers trying to have their little moment and be like, oh, why did Armand like he's fine. This is what they do when they interact. This is not the first or the second or even the third time at this point. You know what I'm
But the
saying? So it's
problem
just like
is, a lot of these girls want to be in that position, right? And so
exactly.
and so what they do is, they can't say, "Well, Armand, bitch, that nigga's like he's on the phone with Nikki." Oh my God, no one's gonna do that. So what they have to do, they have to find a negative. Yeah, he got on the phone with her, but she shitted on
She
him.
was cutting them up. Nah, that's just
Right,
how we
Yeah.
are. That's
So
how
they
we are
try
in
to
New York City, even the
invalidate.
ladies.
They
right.
try
And
to invalidate the fact that bitch, I went live to talk about her, but end up talking to her. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not pick a bitch that can do that. I'll wait. Besides
Like
talk.
me.
your first show back, that was so iconic. I know people
None
were
of
sick
them.
inside.
Nobody.
Like
Nobody. Not
people
one,
were
two,
sick
three, four, five of
inside.
them.
Like
Nobody.